night, saying, don't look at the numbers tomorrow, look at the numbers a year from now.
So the whole thing that's a little confusing is if you don't believe the numbers, then you can't use these numbers to say you should be cutting interest rates, right? And there's no reason not to believe these numbers. I'm going to tell you, I've spent years calling Bureau of Labor Statistics economists and having them walk me through tables and tell me exactly what's happening here. They're not people who need to be gotten rid of. They're people who are public servants who are, crunching numbers as their job. So there's no reason not to believe these numbers. And I do think the Fed will likely cut interest rates next time around because the job market is softening.
By a 0.25% or half a percent?
Maybe. It's unclear. Well, there are a lot more inflation data between now and then, too. So I'm not really going to put any money on a bet quite yet.
So, Phil, walk me through who was not getting hired or who was losing their job the last month.
Yeah, so it's important to remember that this is not even, that when we talk about these job losses, it's not across the board. So what I did when the numbers came out is I actually went back and looked not only at the shift of the past month, but since January, since Donald Trump came into office. And there are some clear winners and losers. White men, black women, for example, have lost employment since the beginning of the year. That's not just month over month. That's since Donald Trump took office. There are fewer of each of those groups.
Laid off.
Yes, potentially, or retiring, or, there are lots of ways in which they might have left the workforce. One of the most fascinating aspects of it is I also looked at industries. And so we see, for example, the manufacturing, which was down last month. Manufacturing has lost jobs since January. And to the point about tariffs, this was supposed to be the argument, right? The argument was, it was one of 9 arguments, but one of the arguments was these tariffs will bring manufacturing back to America. And it hasn't. It simply hasn't done that. We see, of course, the government jobs are down, largely driven by federal government cuts. So